Hello, welcome to Hobby Journeys. So as normal, we're going to be looking at the week in Warhammer. We're going to be looking at the pre-orders. We're going to be looking at some new announced releases. There's some good stuff, Matthew. Spoilers, but it could be up your street, I think, some of this stuff.
Space Wolves?
Well, depends how you paint it, I guess, or something. Right, should we have a little look? Should we see what's going on? Let's do it, eh? Right, first up, we've got 2 new combat patrols. So these were announced this week. This is a bit of a weird one because normally you get your new combat patrols at the point where they release the codex. So, but we've had the Eldar. Maybe there's a Harlequins are getting their own combat patrol, their own codex, but that seems unlikely. We've also got Death Corps Krieg. And they've obviously had their codex because that was one of the big ones last year. Anyway, shall we have a look at these combat patrols? These are going to be getting released at some point in the near future. So first up, we've got the Harlequins. So what do you know about the Harlequins? Do you know anything about the Harlequins?
No.
No, so the Harlequins are like dancey Eldar. They like to dance.
Why do
That's
they
what
like
they do.
to dance?
I don't know. They perform like a sort of elaborate dance. It tells stories. It's part of their cultural identity of the Eldar and that. Basically, they just sort of wear masks and they dance around, and they've been in the game for a long time.
So like the average drunk person?
I think these guys are more like performers. So it's like a masked troupe of dancers, basically. What do you reckon? You've got some fighter sort of things going on, some jet bikes even. A big.
How are they
big
floating?
How are they floating? The jet bikes?
Yeah.
Well, the jet bikes. They're sort of.
I mean, but
jet
in the
propelled and
model, how are they floating?
they've got a flight stand. You can just see the flight stand here. Yeah, you see. Yeah, what do you reckon to them? Do you like the look of them? What do you think?
They look okay.
Yeah, and they're slightly older models, these. I mean, we haven't had a Harlequins release for a good number of years. So these are still quite old models. I mean, I quite like the fact that the Harlequins are getting their own individual box because they don't get a lot of love, the Harlequins. We don't see much of them these days. So, you know, more up your street, though, Matthew.
Yeah.
We've got the box for the Death Corps Krieg.
The Krieg.
Now, between us, we've got most of this box.
Yeah.
So you've got the Death Riders. You've got the Death Riders, haven't you?
Yeah.
Not built them yet, but we will get there. You've also got the Command Squad. You bought that, didn't you, for when we went shopping recently? I've got these guys, which is the normal Imperial Guardsman Krieg, which was actually a Kill Team box when I bought it. It may still be, I don't know. But yeah, they're your normal guys. And then the one thing we don't have is these sort of heavy weapon guys. Yeah. I really like these. I think these are good models, these heavy weapon guys. In fact, I think in total this is a pretty solid combat patrol.
Yeah.
I'm never quite so keen on cavalry. I mean, I think cavalry, I don't think you should put it into a box like this. I think cavalry should be allowed to take or leave. I think combat patrol should be a bit more, although I guess they sometimes chuck a tank in, and so maybe that's the equivalent of that, really. Something a bit more mobile, a bit more fast paced. You know, but I'm always a bit sketchy when it comes to cavalry. You know, I like cavalry, it has its place, but I'd much rather a big box full of loads of infantry for Krieg, I think. What do you think, Matthew, to this box?
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Do you think this is maybe what you'd have picked up if we'd if we hadn't already picked up most of it already when we went?
Probably not, because it doesn't have Druya in it.
Yeah, you like Grant. Well, that's the point, though. You go and buy like a command model, maybe. Yeah. So you could have bought this plus 3.
Yeah, that's
cool. That would have probably worked for you, wouldn't it? Yeah. Okay, but more excited. We're getting into the meat of it here. We have Warhammer Day, and they've got 2 things, one of which is going to this. So these are models being released for Warhammer Day, which is in October, and they're going to release 2 models. The Space Marine Captain they're both counted as commemorative models for the Rangers, but the Space Marine Captain is going to be included in the normal range, so it's just a new release basically. We got this Chaos Champion. What do you think of him? This is for Age of Sigmar, I presume.
I'd say he's cool, but that would be heresy. So
it's very true. It's very true. Yeah, I mean, he is very Chaos Champion-y.
Yeah.
I actually think he's a bit boring when it comes to being a Chaos Champion. Just a big cloak, but it's not the most interesting cloak of the world. No. I mean, I do always like a pelt, and he is rocking a pelt. I think the Space Wolves rock their pelts a bit better than this guy. I don't think he's that exciting as a model, actually. I mean, it depends. If this is in the £25 bracket, I'd be there'd be no
No.
chance of me paying for this. I just don't think it's exciting enough. If he was like leading a squad or something, I'd be like, yeah, fine, he's a fine sort of squad leader sort of type. But you know, for an actual, you know, standout model in your army, I'm not that keen. On the other side of the coin, though, we have this fella. What do you reckon to him? This is a jump pack Space Marine captain with Thunderhammer.
It's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. I think this is great. I mean, he's very similar to the Space Marine captain with jump pack that already exists. I just think this is a much better model because of the Thunderhammer. I love a Thunderhammer.
Yeah, again, if I said it wasn't cool, that would be heresy as well.
I mean, that's me. You know, that's like and dislike things in the Space Marine range if you want to.
Yeah, but that's heresy.
I mean, I think you are allowed to objectively review it, though, to be honest.
So that's heresy.
No, well, yeah, whatever. But you know, still,
it's cool though.
There is a variant with a chainsaw. What do you think of this compared to other Space Marine characters? What are you thinking? It's
got a lot more detail than the average Space Marine character.
Yes, I mean, yeah, you've got the elaborate shoulder pad. You've got lots of stuff going on. Yeah, the shield as well. What do you think? Shield? You like?
I like the shield.
Yeah, I like with the shield. I think this is better than the existing jump pack captain. I like that model as well. I mean, that was a good model, but there's something about this one I just much prefer. I think it's the pose. I think he looks a bit more dynamic. He does look like he's actually leaping off this rock. Are you going to go for the helmetless or helmeted version? Do you think, Matthew?
I think you could guess the answer.
Helmeted version.
Yes.
I think sometimes I think I quite like him without the helmet in this case. I quite like that.
I don't like unhelmeted Marines.
No, well, fair enough. I think I am tempted to say that I'll pick this up though, and I might well do if I didn't have so much to paint. But maybe at some point paint them up for my Dark Angels. So we also have some new reveals. And I think what we're going to be getting is a big range update. Like we've had for the Dark Angels, Blood Angels, and Space Wolves. Then we get the Ultramarines.
And the Ultramarines already get enough attention.
I actually don't think they do. I think that actually, going historically, I mean, they are always the sort of box front miniatures, but I actually don't think we've actually seen very much in the way of individual releases for them. Not in a big release anyway. I mean,
they're
we've had
literally the face of Warhammer.
They are the face of Warhammer, but actually, I don't think in terms of miniatures they've had that many individual miniatures. In fact, the last ones, we're getting an update of the one we had last time. So this is Manius Calgar. I mean, they did a Manius Calgar updated model, at least since the launch of 8th edition with the Primaris. There is a Primaris version in Gravis armour of Manius. But here he is, in Terminator armour. Not even in Gravis, not even Primarisified.
They made him Terminated.
Yeah, they terminated him.
Yeah, they terminated him.
They've terminated him. Yeah, they have terminated Manius. What do you think to him? What are you thinking?
He looks pretty cool, but he looks a bit silly, an older man in a massive armour suit like that.
I mean, that is, yes. I mean, what you've done there is absolutely sum up the Space Marines to their core, you know.
No, but he looks like he's 1,000 years old.
I think he probably is about 1,000 years old. I think that is the gist of it. He is a very old person.
Most Space Marines that are like 1,000 years old don't look that old.
No, well, you know.
He must have gone through some rough times to look like that.
Yeah, I mean, he's seen some stuff, Matthew. He's seen some stuff. He's seen 5 versions of his own model. I mean, he's been around for a long time, this guy. I mean, you know, there's been a lot of iterations.
But like Titus doesn't look like that. And Titus will have been around for about 1,000 years.
He's nowhere near as old as Manius. Manius is very, very old. You know, he's
is Titus more of a newer Space Marine?
Yeah, Manius, like he runs the chapter. You know, he's in charge.
Isn't that the Primarch?
Yeah, but Manius, he's sort of like the one who's running the day-to-day operations.
Oh, so like the Primarch, what's his name? Roberto Gilliman. He's sort of like the face of it, but he's the
figurehead, but he's busy. He's off running the empire.
So he's sort of like the Queen and King. That's what he is.
I would say
he doesn't technically do very much, but he's just.
I think that you are right. I think he functions very much the constitutional monarch, where the Prime Minister would be Manius, who's running on a day-to-day basis. There's a UK politics analogy. There you go. I like this model. I think it's a good model. Yeah. I actually don't really like the previous Manius model, the Gravis one. I haven't got that open.
I quite like the Terminator armour though.
Yeah, I think that is good.
Is there a helmeted version though?
I don't think they've said if there is. No, they're not. To be honest, it wouldn't really go with the ethos of Marnius. He has never had a helmeted version, so I don't think that's what they're doing. Very elaborate armor. Shall we have a look at some of this stuff? Very elaborate armor.
Very gold.
It's sort of what you'd expect of the Ultramarines. They are very
posh.
They're sort of based upon, in a lot of ways, the Romans. So there's a lot of very elaborate.
They've got the leaf crowns, don't they?
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, I think they are meant to be like a bit like the Romans. So that's why they've all got names like Marnus.
Yeah,
you know, Latin.
We know who the Blood Angels are. Those are the vampires.
Just vampires, really,
Space Wolves are Vikings.
Yeah, that's
and also it. Based off
werewolfy Vikings. Yeah. I mean, obviously, but
what would the salamanders be?
Flamey, I think. The Dark Angels are definitely not Chaos. That's what they definitely are. Definitely not.
We're talking about country or like people wise right here.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they're not Chaos, Matthews. You're getting confused here. You know, I mean, the one key takeaway from the Dark Angels. They're not Chaos. No, you keep getting confused by that. No. Anyway,
so they are Chaos or they're not Chaos?
Definitely not Chaos.
I mean,
definitely not.
Saying they are Chaos is a bit heretic, isn't it?
Whoa, you saying they're Chaos?
No, I'm saying if you did say that it'd be quite heretic.
Don't listen, boys.
I'm saying if you did say that, it'd be quite heretic, wouldn't it?
Yes, it probably would. We've got some other stuff. So
he's cool. I like him.
So Marnius Calguard, at least the last version, came with his Victrex Guard, who are his like bodyguards basically. This guy is like the captain of them, I think. So this guy is very senior with them.
With all that armour, though, you don't think he'd need bodyguards, would he?
I mean, it doesn't hurt though, does it?
No.
You know, if you boys
come and help with one. I mean, for the aura as well. You get aura from it.
I do like this guy. I like the Roman style helmet that he's holding. He is the most Ultramarine of Ultramarines, and we have a Primarch and Marnius himself. This guy though,
he's got the cape. He's got the gold. He's got the ribbons.
He's not messing around, is he? I do like these leather sort of strap things that you get on some of the models. He looks good. It's a good model.
Here's the two things you need to be an Ultramarine. You have to be quite Roman.
Yeah.
And you have to like gold.
Yeah.
Because they've always got a little bit of gold on them.
Yeah, well that's
like they're just addicted to gold.
Yeah, so this is Cato Sicarius. That's what this guy is called.
Yeah, he's got Sicarius on his banner.
I really like this guy. I think it's a really good model. I think that's good.
It's very cool.
You've all
same thing.
Yeah, it's a few different faces though. He's got no helmeted version. But he does have different. He's
got one.
He's a screamy face. He's got a stoic, stoic, a bit more stoic. It's good. It's good. Then we also have
his men.
Yeah, we have some more. These are the Victrex Guard
Those
going on.
Those will be the elites of the elites, won't they? Yeah.
I do like this. That is a ludicrous banner.
It's massive, isn't it?
And look at the state of that banner.
How's he going to be effective in battle trying to carry that banner?
It is a very big, but I love it though. I think it is brilliant. I mean, the bigger the better.
Wouldn't be very effective though, would he?
No, but you know, well, he could hit someone with it.
I mean,
he could just sort of swing it wildly.
I mean, to be fair, you could say that. You could say the same about an Emperor class Titan, but you get aura from it, so.
Well, yeah, this is true.
It.
Yeah, I like this guy in the middle with the two swords. He's no messing with him, is there?
No messing about, is he?
He is a good model. He's got the Roman style
and he's got a
mohawk.
Golden helmet.
Yeah.
Remember the golden helmet we made for one of our troops?
Yeah, for your Space Wolf.
Yeah,
one of your Terminators.
It's not there anymore, is it?
No, it's behind me, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see the gold one though. I see it.
Yeah, he's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there is a bit of an ethos where they've all got power axes. I do like an axe.
Yeah.
I would have liked the shields though. I did like the shielded versions. I would have popped off the bolter and given them the shields instead. There would be nothing wrong with that, I think. But they're fine. I like an axe, so I'm not arguing that. My only real complaint is it'd be very difficult to convert them into a Dark Angel of some sort because of the whole massive U on his power axe. But so they'd have to be painted as Ultramarines. I might actually do. I do have an intention to paint a few Ultramarines just for me display case. And what I might do is pick up these guys. So what these are is the start of a range. We haven't, it's not a full range they've shown us at the moment. It's just a bit of a reveal of some of this stuff. So what do you think to these Ultramarines? Are you excited for an Ultramarine range refresh?
Actually, quite yes. If there's a lot of gold in them, I quite like the gold on them.
They do look cool, I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
the gold makes them have aura,
and they should look after their front and centre chapter. I mean,
Yeah.
it's only fair. All the other,
I mean, it's probably what they make the money off the most, isn't it?
Well, the rest of the main chapters have all had a full range refresh. There's nothing wrong with giving one for Ultramarines.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see this until towards the end of it. I'm thinking about Christmas we'll see this.
Yeah,
A bit.
Well, that's a good idea to make new units, isn't it? The most popular units you put out at Christmas, so people are going to buy them for
Yeah,
Christmas.
well, that's exactly
Christmas,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's what they did with the Dark Angels. They were all sort of released over, or the release revealed over Christmas. But yeah.
So everyone was pre-ordering them and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, shall we get into the pre-orders that went up for the 20th of September?
Yeah.
So
Should do, shouldn't we?
yeah, we should do. So this is what we've got. We've got some release for the Horus Heresy. So these are some of the stuff they're releasing this week, which is the supplementary stuff, so just individual boxes. None of the stuff was in the Saturnine box, so this is just supplement the Saturnine box. So we've got the Fellblade super heavy battle tank. I mean, my main complaint...
Is it very heavy to...
I mean, well, it's super heavy, apparently, according to this.
Is it super heavy to like pick up when you're moving a miniature?
I wouldn't have thought so, it's plastic.
But it says super heavy though.
Well...
So is it a scam? Are they scamming us?
I think they could be scamming us, Matthew. The thing with this, like, I just can't get any sense of how big it actually is. Because... that miniature, this could be a Legions Imperialis tiny little tank,
Yeah, it does.
or it could be like massive. It is meant to be about the size of the Baneblade, but I get no sense of scale from it. And this is one of the things I do find with the Baneblade model. You get a real sense of scale that is a massive miniature. I can't really tell if this is that big or not. I think this is just a little bit bigger than the Land Raider Crusader, to be honest.
That's what
Going from the heavy bolters, but it's very difficult. You know, like I say, I mean, it could be about the size of a Predator, or you know,
maybe they just had to make it smaller because it wouldn't fit on the screen.
Well, that is it. It is that sort of is it little or is it far away thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's the fact is you can just go and get your sense of scale from actually just looking at it. Like I say, with things like the Baneblade and so on, you know, you could look at it and say that's a big tank. That is a big tank. This. It's difficult, you know. A glance from the picture, it's difficult to get the sense of scale with it. But you know, once it's on the battlefield, I'm sure this could be an imposing miniature. We've also got an Assault Squad Mark II armor. So in the Saturnine box set, you've got two things. You've got the Saturnine Pattern Terminators,
obviously,
and you've got Mark II armor, which is very old school. You know, looking very rustic. I do like these jump packs actually. These are a design that was quite popular in the Horus Heresy back when it was very Forge World. So this is what it looked like if you want to get some Forge World Horus Heresy jump packs. I like the look actually. I actually think I prefer these to the 40k jump packs. I do. They
look a bit silly.
It is just literally a jet engine strap or two jet engines strapped to his back. What do you reckon, Matthew? Do you like these models?
I don't think I like them as much as 40k, but they are pretty cool.
I do. I like the miniatures, and there's a lot of armor plating to be painting, which would be lovely. Actually, I sort of think they're showing us them in the Iron Warriors
which is helping
paint scheme.
It, yeah.
I think actually it'd be quite nice to see them because it's just sort of like, you know, rusty metal.
Yeah.
I'd quite like to see them in something a little bit more, a little bit prettier, to be honest. But you know. But here we are. We can't. So, you know, not from this picture anyway. We've got a new book, Fortress of Saturn. So I think typically this has a load of missions and stuff to play, and then some lore.
Wait,
basically.
how was the Forges on Saturn?
It's on Titan, which is the moon of Saturn, I think.
Oh, is that where the Saturn Terminators were made?
Yeah, that's why they're called Saturnine. They're built on there. I think it's Titan they're based on. Although Titan later, I mean, that got later taken over by the Grey Knights. They got moved into some sort of time warp sort of thing, or something.
Was it another planet around moon around Saturn? There, they got moved.
Well, that happened after. That was after the Heresy. So it's well possible that all the Saturnine were made on big Forge World things on
Titan, and then they
Titan.
just completely dialed out.
I don't know. This is me half remembering lore, which I've read over the years.
I'm gonna think of this. So during the Horus Heresy, all the Saturnine Terminators like died out. So all the forges on Titan were being completely unused. So the Grey Knights moved in.
I think it was some sort of. I think the Assassinine armor was meant to be like a sort of a test version. It didn't get many made of it or something. I've not read the lore on it, and I haven't got that far in the
So
Horus
like, when they
Heresy
realised
series
it
of
wasn't
books.
very effective, they swapped it out for like Grey Knight armor or something.
Yeah, yeah. Although to be fair, if they released a new range of Grey Knights, they're all wearing Assassinine armor. That'd be amazing. I'd be well into that. We've got a combat force. This is the equivalent of the combat patrols, but for the Horus Heresy. This is the Space Marine equivalent. This is coming out. I like this. I think this is good.
Yeah.
There is nothing not to like here. You've got 25 Marines, including the combat squad. They are Beakies, the best kind.
Oh yeah, I like the.
You've got a Leviathan Dreadnought. You've got a Demos Pattern Rhino. I like everything in this.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
It's a good solid box. What are your thoughts? What do you like about it? What do you not like? What
I
do you
like
think?
the Dreadnought.
You like the Dreadnought?
I think the other thing I don't like is the tank thingy.
I've got one of these. But
Have you painted it?
No, it's in my stack of boxes, which I'm yet to open. I will be painting it soon. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to do myself a Leviathan. It is the siege one, which is melee combat basically, as opposed to gun based. I wanted the gun one. They were sold out in Element Games when I went there, so that's the thing. I like the Beakies as well. I like the command squad. I think they look really cool.
The only thing I don't like is like the tank thing.
The Rhino, I love a Rhino. The Rhinos are great. These was the original tank back in the day. Yeah, you used to buy a box with 3 of these in for like a tenner.
For a tenner?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but they would have been smaller then, wouldn't they?
No, about the same size.
Games Workshop. Don't these cost like 30 quid nowadays just for one?
Oh yeah, it'll be about 25, 30 quid, something like that. That's simultaneously inflation. This is a much better model though, to be fair. The old school ones were.
I know inflation, but like, Jesus.
The model kits weren't great model kits, to be fair.
Is plastic harder to get nowadays or something?
Well, it's a lot more detailed. A lot more detailed models now, or something. I don't know, I'm making James Workshop's excuses for the wild inflation in price on these. But anyway, there we go. So that's the Space Marine Control. I like that. There's nothing. I mean, I could just pick this up. I'd paint it for 40k though. Because I'm not shy about mixing and matching my my armies. I think the Space Marines, they might still have some of this armour kicking around. I mean, these are basically just Firstborn that were in 40k as of,
Well, I mean,
5 years
is it
ago.
the Raven Guard that uses beaky helmets?
Yeah, they are quite big into a beaky helmet.
You could just put them as Raven Guard, couldn't you?
Or just paint them as Dark Angels and just say they're my models. I can paint them up as 40k Dark Angels if I want. This is my gig, innit? Do what I want, really. Do what I want. We've got Mechanicum. So when we first looked at the new releases, so we saw these robots when they released them several times. I think they released at last year's Nova Open, which was almost a year ago. And we've looked at these a few times. And I think the view was that because there was also the Servitor guys with guns, and we weren't that much fans of those, but we really like all the robots. Well, this Combat Patrol is nothing but the robots. So again, I'm going to say I really like this. It's brilliant. This is great.
We really liked the one with the saws too, didn't we?
Yeah, well, I like these guys. I like these guys who are a little bit littler. I like this guy who's massive.
Yeah, I don't like the big thing on his back though.
I think you get a choice of weapons though, so you could just flip that out for something else. I think there was other equivalents. And these guys are fine too. I mean, these guys are good. So again, I like this Combat Patrol. This is excellent. It's good work, this. They've done... I think they're picking these based on exactly what I like. Maybe they'll watch our videos and just watch it and go, let's make it just for him. Maybe. They've done well so far.
Why wouldn't they make it just for me? Why would they just make it all Space Wolves?
I mean, because I'm the one with the wallet, so, they're aiming it. They're targeting me.
I get 50 quid a month too,
Well, something like that.
That's my
anyway, so we've also got the Solar Auxiliate. These are...
people from the Tiny film.
These are your Imperial Guard equivalents.
Yeah, but aren't they like the things that are in the Tiny one?
Oh yeah. So in Legion Imperialis, these are one half of the faction in that.
Yeah.
In fact, you actually get all of these in there. I think there's some Lehman Russ. There's these guys, whatever those are called, the Sentinel things, and then troops. Yeah, these basically we have these, but all very little. Again, though, I really like this. I think it's good. You've got a load of infantry. I can't see myself getting them myself because I prefer normal Imperial Guard. If I was going to go ordering of Imperial Guard like factions, I'd go somewhere between Krieg and Catachan probably, and then probably any of the other major factions. So you've got Krieg and Catachan that I really like. Catachan gets a range release at some stage, which they must do. They must surely get some sort of release at some point in the near future. But at some point that will happen, and I will buy them. But Krieg are excellent as well. I like both of those. Cadians somewhere in the middle. Like Talon. I like the Mordian Iron Guard. All of those factions, and then these guys, because I just think. I don't know. I don't know what to say about them really. They're fine. They're absolutely fine.
Did Krieg exist in Horus Heresy?
In some shape or form, but it wasn't like it is now, because that's quite recent history in 40k terms. So the nuclear wars and all those things. Yeah, the
planet was still intact.
Yeah, well, the nuclear wars and so. Yeah, there would have been a planet of Krieg. It might even have been a human planet of Krieg, but the actual law that means that they all wear the gas masks and all that stuff, that's more recent history than this.
Well, yeah, because of the nuclear war,
Yeah, exactly. The one thing, so I'm not keen, these guys, I like a Sentinel. These guys are just something a bit too squat about them, and I don't like it.
Yeah, they're very short, don't
they? They're too short. I want them taller, How, on the other hand, though, you have the Layman Russ. I like a Layman Russ at any stage, but the Horus Heresy one is top notch. The detail on this model.
Mine, have we?
No, you've got the old school Layman Russ as well, haven't you? We'll get to that at some point. But yeah, I just think this updated Horus Heresy Layman Russ is wonderful, and I will buy one at some point. And I'll paint it for 40k again. What I'll probably do is I'll buy it and then stick a Catachan Jungle Fighter in the top of it.
Why would you get one of those?
Oh, there'll be some sort of tank commander model I can buy. I'm sure there usually is, or I could convert one. I'm sure I could convert one. It wouldn't be that hard to do. But I would use it for 40k.
Yeah.
But although at some point I might do a Horus Heresy Force. I mean, I just don't know. That might happen. Who knows? But yeah. Anyway. We've also got releases for Middle Earth strategy battle game. This is the Lord of the Rings, which Games Workshop used to make a big play of as one of their. It was basically their second game system at one stage, or the second best selling at least, was their Lord of the Rings game. It sort of supplanted Fantasy Battle, Warhammer Fantasy Battle, that is, as their biggest seller, behind Warhammer 40,000, which was miles ahead. But they released this, and this is basically a bit like 40k, a bit like Age of Sigmar, but with Lord of the Rings characters.
Yeah.
So, do you like this guy's the King of Rohan? I think what they've done here is they've tied it in with, there's a film release come out, which is called The War of the Rohirrim, who are the Rohan horse rider-y guys.
Like Mongols?
Sort of. You'd have to watch the films, to be honest. Some point, I think you should watch Lord of the Rings. It is wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. It does mean sitting down for 12 hours though to watch all three films, but extended editions. Oh, it is wonderful though. It's so good. So you got Helm Hammerhand, King of Rohan. What do you think of him?
He's okay.
I think this is one of the better models out of the Lord of the Rings tie-ins I've seen, actually. I think I quite like the detail on him. See, one of my problems with the Lord of the Rings range that they do for Warhammer is it's much more downplayed. Warhammer is all about stupidly ornate and overblown and overdone, whereas the Lord of the Rings is more faithful to the films, which are quite gritty and just try to be medieval but with magic sort of thing.
Yeah.
This guy though, he's got very ornate armor, and I'm liking that. What do you reckon to him then?
He's pretty cool, yeah.
Pretty cool.
I like how he's old and he's still fighting though.
Yeah, he is old and still fighting. I like his big hammer. Look at the state of the hammer. Yeah. He's going to club some orcs and that. Then we've got the Heroes of Rohan.
Who's that tiny guy?
Who's the tiny guy? That looks a bit hobbity to me. I wonder who the hobbit is. Does it tell us?
You're a hobbit.
You're a hobbit. I'm not a hobbit. I'm clearly not a hobbit. I think they're like just pages, to be honest. I think they're just pages. So you like these guys? Just horse riding.
Yeah, they're just horse
riding. I think they're all. I think what you've got here is you've got 3 characters, and you've got an infantry version and a cavalry version.
Oh.
I think that's what's going on here.
Yeah.
I think there must be something in the game
Yeah,
rules
'cause
where you
that-
need
there's
to have both
horses,
of them.
Oh yeah, because it was on the king as well. Well, one of them
Yeah,
was
that's
on
right.
horse,
Yeah,
one
yeah.
wasn't.
So I'm guessing you could dismount in the game and so on. I've not played it though. I couldn't. But that feels to be the vibe of it. Got some dice. You like dice?
Just dice.
I've got some books. I was seeing on Blue Sky a lot of people complaining that some of this stuff sold out almost instantly yesterday.
Books.
Hey ho, we've got books.
And Warhammer 40k
books.
is still most selling for Games Workshop.
Yeah, by quite a long way. Space Marines probably outsell probably Age of Sigmar on their own.
Yeah.
So we've got Warhammer Plus, so we've got How We Roll, so I think that's their interview series. Lawmasters, it looks like it's on the Black Templars by the looks of things. Yeah, we're going on Crusade with the Black Templars. And we're having an ultimate paint-off with 4 contestants painting some stuff, I think. So what was your favourite out of all of that? All the things we've seen from this week? Is it the reveals of the Ultramarines?
Say the entire page of the Ultramarine.
So it was the Ultramarines you were most into. So Marnius and his boys.
Yeah.
I think this guy. I really like the look of this
Yeah.
guy. In terms of the releases, I mean, a lot of it was, there was
Not
some.
much I like either, was
It wasn't a lot of new stuff. Well, there was some Space Marines in there. I think this comes from.
Yeah, but not any
Space Marines.
40k, was there?
No, but this is a wonderful combat patrol for Horus Heresy. I like this. I think this is my favourite things we've seen. Apart from, I am quite excited for the new reveals, but I can't buy them yet. So here we are. Look at the size of his hands.
His fist is probably bigger than us.
Also, how's he getting that sword out?
Yeah, I don't understand how he's going to do that.
Yeah, no idea.
Maybe doesn't it? Maybe it's just for decoration.
I mean, I presume it is because he's got bolters strapped to the bottom of power fist that definitely couldn't clutch a sword.
Yeah.
Imagine if he had a sword in that power fist; it would look ridiculous. But here we are.
It's probably just for decoration.
Yeah,
For the
probably.
aura.
Yeah, I reckon so. All right, anyway, there we go, Matthew. Good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what are we going to say to the viewers?
Bye, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell.
Bye.
Bye-bye.